All right, welcome back to another episode of Fast Break Layup NBA podcast. Before we get started, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FBL NBA Pod, and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Fast Break Layup NBA Podcast. We got Rico here. Say what's up.
What's up?
And we got Kev. Say what's up.
Morning, night, evening.
All right, we got some quick headlines before we get into the main stories and games of the week. So we have the Bucks. Their win streak was snapped to the Mavericks without Luka Doncic.
I'll be damned.
Stopped at 18 games.
I don't know. I don't get it. Continue. I don't get it.
All right, we got the Pacers ending the Lakers 14-game road win streak.
Mm-mm.
And we got Minnesota is interested in Dennis Smith Jr. for some odd reason.
About time. Free that boy.
I don't know if that's gonna help him anyways.
I think they see the potential I see in him. I just think when you're on the Knicks, your talent and your want to play, it just goes down.
I don't know because Jeremy Lin had his best year of his career here.
And where is he now?
China.
All right. I'll say no more. I have no what to say. Like he had a nice one good year with the Knicks, and then it's like, all right, bro, you gonna go to the Rockets, and you gonna go back to where you come from, and no, that ain't it. we here to be in the NBA. But continue.
We got DeAndre Ayton. He finally returned from his 25-game suspension.
And
he had a good game, but I think they lost that game to the Clippers.
I mean, gonna lose with or without him. So
eventually got hurt.
Welcome back to that, man. No more water pills, please. I don't know what you need water pills for, but wow, we don't know what you hiding, but it's whatever. Talk about that. How about John Collins? You not back yet? You not playing?
Yet.
Come back next week.
He is?
Yeah, next week Monday.
Finally.
Actually, not this Monday. This Monday.
Trae Young is gonna be so happy to see him, son.
Not for real, because they're getting washed.
Bro, they were fully up by 20 against who they up by 20 against, and they sat there and lost that game. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was when
I think it was the Nets. Trae had 47.
The Nets, bro. Yes, bro. Like, what more help? Like, how can you scream, I need help even more, bro? Like, you score 47 and lose. Like, he's literally screaming for help over there.
Some got 47 and got crunched. But anyways, we got Dion Waiters was suspended we found out the reason later on in the week that he called out sick and then he posted a pic of him on a boat on IG.
Yo. First is edibles, and now he on fake vacations. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, man, he's crazy.
They said that man was too high to get on a plane, bro. Yo, bro, you in the NBA. What you mean? First of all, you're not supposed to be smoking or do any. Nah. I don't get that.
Nah, he's a wild man.
Nah, he's
they're trying to get rid of him, though.
I mean, they could definitely get a good trade out of him, though. He's definitely worth something.
I don't know.
Now his trade value is probably at its all-time low right now.
You're right. I don't know.
Because no one wants him right now.
First of all, nah. My question is, like, is it common sense he lacks, or he just, like, what is it he lacks?
I think he just got his bread and he's content.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He been hanging out with
like, where is the common sense, bro? Like, what do you mean you don't call out sick, right? First of all, you calling out sick. Mind you, he came back from suspension. You don't call out sick. You're not getting minutes in the first place. Then you gonna sit there going, nah. You gonna take a photo. Okay, I don't mind you sneaking away, going your little trip. But what you mean you gonna take a photo and post it, bro?
On Instagram.
And post it like they don't have you on IG, bro. Like,
exactly,
post it, bro.
right?
All right, bro. If say I have a girl and I tell them like I'm not going to a party and I take a photo, I mean I'm gonna keep the photo on my phone. Feel me? What do you mean you gonna post it, bro? Like, what kind of bad man timing is that, bro? Like, I don't know.
Nah, it's the same. It's the same thing that happened with Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside got his bread, he got content, so they moved him, and now he's a little bit more motivated.
I'm not gonna lie though, we always
Portland.
Like, Florida's always been a shaky state, so I'm not surprised, bro, because the headlines that come from over there, That ain't nothing.
It's not even that. You living in South Beach, you got your bread. Like, why would you want to play?
Yeah.
Your team not a contender.
Yeah, especially if you're just losing.
Or not even just losing, but you just like in mediocrity. Like, but now they look like a contender, so I know he's tight.
Yeah, I feel like if he wasn't messing around off the court, maybe he could have got some decent, some alright minutes, coming like the second unit with like Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Something like that. It probably would have been solid, like good veteran presence.
Kendrick Nunn actually has his minutes that he was supposed to get, and look at Kendrick Nunn now.
Yeah.
All right, next headline. We got OKC had back-to-back 24-point comebacks.
Let's get it.
During the week, and they just beat the Clippers. They just beat the Clippers as we are recording right now.
We here. Because they told me my OKC team is not going to the playoffs this year. Let's see what happens.
They still might not because they have some trades that might happen with their players. Like,
all right, but here's the thing about organization. We don't make trades to get worse. Like, no trade we've made. Minus
if
the
you
Harden
want draft picks.
Nah, but we don't
if you want to go into a rebuild. What's the point of going to the playoffs to face like the Lakers in round one and possibly lose?
That's the thing. You say impossible, bro. Anything's possible, bro.
They're not winning.
It's more than likely.
Think about it. For all you know, playoffs start.
They're not beating the Lakers. I'm sorry. Chris Paul's.
So let me ask you a question.
By game 3 with a hamstring strain, and it's going to be over.
All right. You know what? I can back you up on that one. I know Chris Paul too well. But let's say, right, they do go against the Lakers, right?
Okay.
And they have to, and LeBron and AD get injured first game. Oh my gosh, that's a win, bro. We go to the finals.
It's more likely that AD gets hurt than both of him and LeBron getting hurt. And I still have LeBron and the rest of those guys over Shai Gilgeous and whoever's left of the OKC Thunder at that point.
Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is playing good. Oh yeah, Dennis. Oh god.
If they still have him, if he doesn't get traded.
Weird. I didn't know he was on the trade block.
Yeah, him and Steven Adams, they on the trade block.
They can't trade Steven Adams. That man's the core.
I saw a headline today. It was like Steven Adams. The Hawks might be targeting him because they want to upgrade at center.
That's a good pickup.
Man, if they don't send my man to the Celtics so he can get some wins, like I don't want to see no Hawks. Don't send him to the Hawks to go stress with Trae Young, bro. Like,
bro, he had what? Trae Young, John Collins.
I'm not gonna lie. They're not going nowhere with that record, bro. Unless they go on an 18-game win streak like the Bucks, they ain't going nowhere. So I want to see. I'd rather see Adams on a winning team and see.
Yeah, I'd rather see him on the Celtics.
I'd rather see that.
The Celtics need that interior help, but it's like, who are the Celtics going to give up that? Other than the Memphis pick that Celtics have, what else do the Celtics have that OKC wants?
And right now, what we need right now is just a star, and we're not getting that right now. So
OKC wants draft picks because you saw from the Paul George.
Yeah, I know.
Trade.
That's why I said that. We definitely need some stars, and that's the only way we're going to get them because no one's trading. No one wants to come to Oklahoma to live. Like, think about it. Who wants to live in Oklahoma, bro? Like,
no one. That's why they all left.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'd rather go to Houston. I'd rather go to Golden State. I'd rather go to. I'd definitely rather come to Brooklyn than Oklahoma. Like, I'd rather go anywhere but Oklahoma. Like, they have earthquakes every other day. Like, I don't know. So of course,
it's about like marketability too. Like,
exactly. Like, no one wants to go tour Oklahoma. Nobody wants to go over there, bro. Like, there's nothing over there for anybody. So,
nope.
I ain't surprised.
All right, next headline: we got Siakam, Marc Gasol, and Norman Powell all out indefinitely for the Raptors.
What you mean?
That's a huge blow for the Raptors because they just came back from the Kyle Lowry and Serge Ibaka injuries.
Yo, shout out to Kyle Lowry. Shout out to Kyle Lowry. I've been seeing you play. I'm still not a fan of you. I'm still not a fan of playoff Kyle Lowry, but shout out to him. Continue though.
Yeah, but Siakam and Norman Powell really been stepping up lately, and Marcus Gasol's always been like that solid rock for them in the middle. So having all three of those guys out, I mean, they came out with a win today against the Mavericks. They came back from 30 down. They were down 85-55 in the third quarter, and they scored 47 points in the fourth quarter to win the game, 110-107.
Yeah.
So
As long as they win is what matters.
true, but I don't know if this is sustainable because you missing a lot of your key producers.
The thing is about that Raptors team, I think they still could produce because one, they're in the East. We can't forget they're still in the East.
True.
In the East is wide open. And that team still has some talent on that roster, though. They got some talent. Van Fleet's still injured, though, right?
No, he's back.
Okay, so that's good. At least they got Van Fleet back. So him and Laurie got to be the best backcourt in the A for them to win right now. That's what it sounds like.
They got a low key guy that's been in the G League program, Chris Boucher, who's been playing really well for them.
I've heard that name before too. I've heard that name a few times.
Yeah.
I hope Shamari over there getting minutes too. I hope so.
Nah, he hasn't.
Really? He played like one game, I think.
Yeah, he played in a couple games, but he played in garbage time. If like another guard gets hurt though, he'll probably end up playing.
I don't hope for injuries, but I just want to see my boy Sean. So
true.
Good luck to him. That Raptors team, I feel as if they're still going to be in a playoff picture.
Yeah, of course.
It's all
a matter of when those guys come back. Out indefinitely
it's scary. That's scary.
It's up in the air after that.
Yeah, it's scary because that's big core defensive players right there. Siakam and Gasol, core defensive players. So I got who's the backup center on that team? I mean, they still have Ibaka, who's been a defensive player of the year multiple times. So that ain't too bad. Ibaka's actually a good player still, so he could definitely produce from that center role or that power forward role. Otherwise, guard-wise, I don't really know their guards like that, so I can't say too much about them.
Their backup guards are Patrick McCaw and Terrence Davis.
It's a bad pickup. Patrick McCaw. It's a bad. The man hasn't played I haven't seen him play a single NBA minute. Yeah, he got 3 rings. I don't know.
Nah, he used to be a key young piece for the Warriors.
Yeah, he was at one point.
Then he didn't want to go back to them because for some reason he wanted like a bigger role. But they told him that they were gonna give him a bigger role. But I guess he wasn't believing them.
That's why you got to be humble. Because where is he at right now? He's
in Toronto, but he got that 3rd ring last year.
No,
on Toronto.
I'm not jacking none of his rings. In my eyes, he ringless.
The first two I'll jack them because he actually played minutes for Golden State. That last one he didn't play basically for the Raptors. Like he was injured.
Did he have a back injury or something?
He has every injury, honestly.
Nah, I seen him get injured at one time though, so that wasn't even his fault. Like when he fell on his back, that was a hard fall.
Yeah, that was on the Warriors though. But since he got to the Raptors, he's been like injured like almost the whole time he's been there.
Yeah, that's tough.
No, that's wild.
All right, next headline: we got Drew Holiday has been officially made available for trade, and I also saw that Pelicans are willing to also move Lonzo Ball this trade season.
Okay, now the Holiday trade. If we talk about Holiday real quick, I want to see him on the Heat.
I think a lot of people want to see him on the Heat, but I also saw something interesting today too. I saw something about the Bucks.
Yeah, that would be wild too.
That would be beautiful.
That would automatically make them the favorite for the title contender.
Definitely. And it's crazy because I was watching. Did I mention this before? I'm not sure. I was watching a Jimmy Butler interview, and he was saying how the most like low key unguardable player for him to guard in the NBA is Drew Holiday, and he was like, oh, how he has like different ways to score, and like he's like a sneaky scorer. So and
he's nice. He just hasn't been put on the right situation, and then he's also been injured a ton too. Like
I'm not gonna lie, none of that time off. In his whole career, he's always been nice, but he's literally been in the wrong situation for his whole career. Like literally for his whole career.
Yeah, he came in on that Sixers team. That Sixers team was like
doo-doo.
nice for a little. It was nice for a little bit. They went to the playoffs a couple times.
That's
but
when I had Elton Brand.
And he was young at the time too.
He was young, but he's still nice back then, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But he's not as nice as he is now because he's like fully developed. Like he's in his prime now, and I feel like the Pelicans have been wasting his prime years.
Nah, they have.
I mean, the same thing they did with AD, high key, because AD, that's why he had to go. He's like, yeah, bro, y'all gonna keep me here to keep losing. I'm out of here. So I respect him leaving, but I honestly, if they do trade him, I want to see him on a winning team. I want to see him on the Heat, though. I want to see that backcourt. Butler, that's gonna be the best offensive backcourt in the A.
Possibly, yeah.
Not possibly, off the rip. There's no, you can't name a better defensive backcourt after that.
I mean,
think about it. No other backcourt in the A. If you name the backcourts in the A, you're gonna name a lot of
Patrick Beverly
and Paul George.
All right, I'm talking about.
Come on, bro.
All around though. We're talking all around. You're talking straight defense. I said. I said. All right. I wouldn't say that though.
PG.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I feel as if Jimmy Butler's a better defender than PG. In my eyes. Because I see PG get violated so much. I don't know. I don't be seeing Butler
this year he's been getting fried a lot.
Now every year he gets fried by people though. Every year it's been like that.
But
you have to think about it.
Last year he was top 3 defensive player of the year.
Definitely, he was.
So you gotta consider that.
Butler was on a team with Joel Embiid in them though. So I'll also say that when you on a team with them, I mean your defense gonna show up regardless, but like I feel as if when you're on
highlighted as much.
Yeah, he's highlighted because OKC defense is a bit iffy for a while. Especially even Westbrook, his defense been iffy, just steals.
True.
But his on-ball defense not the best.
All right, next headline we got Luka will reportedly sign with Jordan Brand for about 5 years, $100 million.
I expected that. I definitely feel like that year was coming soon, and I definitely saw it being Jordan because I saw like Luka was really rocking like a lot of Jordans, so like I saw that.
I low-key thought it was gonna be on Under Armour because I don't see a lot of people rock the Currys like that, and he was rocking them for a couple games. So I was like, he might sign there, and that would be low-key good for him because Under Armour is only like Steph, Joel Embiid, Mo Bamba, and Dennis Smith, and that's a weak roster. Like having Luka and Steph being the face of Under Armour would really like have them booming.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
But Jordan Brand is really building out their roster though. They signed Jason Tatum this summer. They got Blake. They got Russell Westbrook. They got.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Their names they have is nice, right? But I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't buying no Jordans if it's not retro. And a lot of people think like that.
Unless I'm playing ball. I'll probably cop like maybe a Jordan ball pair.
It depends though, because their Jordan like is doodle.
I mean, they said the same thing about Jordan 1s and Jordan 2s and Jordan 3s.
Yeah.
I mean, just won't know until it happens.
Let's be honest here. And
for me, I don't care about like if I'm rocking something on the court, I'm not really caring how it looks. I feel like it cares. I care more about how it performs.
No, I care how it looks. I'm on national TV. Someone gonna see my kicks. I mean, if it's not good, I mean, it don't matter because the way you're still a millionaire. But like the thing about these basketball shoes, they're not gonna sell if they don't look good. You gotta understand that, bro. True. At the end of the day, you're making these shoes for these players to get sales.
But I feel like with the new pieces that they bringing in, I feel like that won't be a problem because like someone like Zion and Luka, those guys are gonna be easy to sell their shoes because of the hype that they got around them.
And I wouldn't even say that because if they come out here and release some Marvin or Marshall 7s or something, like I don't know. If they come out there and release some type of shoe that's not retro and it's ugly, I don't think it's gonna just sell because of the name on the shoe. Like unless like LeBron or something, because LeBron riders is crazy.
Well, Luka got that hype coming up for him like that. So
I'm not gonna lie though, that shoe's gonna sell out in Europe. I say that.
True.
In Europe, it's gonna sell out. Anywhere is gonna sell out because Luka's an international name right now. I could see how successful that would be. But that shoe has to come out looking good though. I feel as if the look always matters because even as a kid when we play basketball or whatever, you don't want to wear no ugly shoes, bro. Like you don't want to do that.
True.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
And their shoes, you can't name the last non-retro shoe that you will actually wear. Actually, I can't. I won't say yeah, I can, but I can't name a non-retro Jordan shoe that I will actually wear.
I
Something that
probably
I don't
can't. I
have.
just can't think of it right now.
No,
But
I feel.
we got the last. Well, not. I want to say last headline because I got something else after that. But we got these new proposed changes for the 2021 to 22 season. I don't know if you guys saw this already, but the
Yeah.
78 game regular season, the final four teams will be reseeded by their regular season standings, and there will be a play-in tournament for the 7th and 8th seeds. And that basically means I think they have the 7, 8, 9, and 10, maybe 11 and 12 seeds all play each other in like a small little tournament for a chance to get the 7th and 8th seed.
No, that's pretty solid.
I
Yeah.
mean, before I wasn't for it, but then again, I do like seeing changes and see how they work out. So I'm for it now. Like,
I feel like this will add more like suspense to like the playoff
yeah,
race. Like
the ratings.
Yeah.
it will add more incentive for those teams that are like maybe 9, 10, or even 11 and 12 to like have something to play for towards the end of the season. Like they'll be
One
like,
thing
we could still get to the playoffs. Like we don't have to tank.
that's true. One
Yeah.
thing I'm really looking forward to though is actually seeing the seedings match up to record wise and not conference wise. Like I want to see the top team go against the worst team. Like yo, I don't want to see it conference wise anymore. I think I'm getting bored of that. The
I don't think they're
trap.
gonna do that change anytime soon. I mean, this is a start towards it, but that will require like having a whole schedule change and all that too, because you'll have to have each team play each other a certain amount of time so that way the records actually match like the competition that they face.
Mhm.
I see no problem with that though. Like, cause there's a lot of stuff they could fix. Like once they fix that up, they could definitely do something productive with the NBA. Cause the ratings is down, and I feel as if the ratings is down mainly because of injuries and just
Yeah, like
injuries really.
players like Steph, KD, Kyrie, yeah, not
Yeah, like
having those guys play this year is really a
yeah, you got to realize that, and it's not even their fault. Like they're just injured. And come on, let's be honest. Nobody wants to watch a Pelicans game without
Zion
Zion.
Williamson.
Nobody wants to
Exactly.
watch. I mean, I'm not gonna say nobody, but people don't want to watch Nets games without Kyrie on the court or KD on the court. Unless you're a real Spencerity fan or a real Nets fan. Feel me? So I could say that's why. But
Mhm.
this change is definitely gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be different. So I'm looking forward to it. If anything,
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
while though. What you
Yeah.
saying, Rico?
No, I was saying that really the overall change in the season would be good. I feel like it definitely has a good dynamic to like spicing up like the end of the season because normally once the playoff teams get set, the bottom like four teams don't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a good way to incentivize because like players also get like a stipend or like a bonus for like playing in the tournament. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually pretty good. They get a little bit of money, possibly go to the playoffs, and I mean, yeah, I mean it'll definitely help teams that like the lower teams really who wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
get in
it
the
will stop.
playoffs.
It's another way to stop tanking in a way, kind of, because
Yeah,
that's the league's main goal these last couple of years. Like with the changing of the playoff, but not the playoff, the lottery odds, and they're changing the play-in tournament. It's gonna like, it's gonna change a lot of teams' minds about tanking, and I think what we saw last draft lottery with like a team like the Pelicans getting the number one pick is gonna like really deter teams from like just flat out tanking and actually trying their best. Like, don't you see teams are actually like, if their guys are not hurt, they're playing all their guys. Like,
yeah, they're not letting them
that's
sit
true.
no more.
And I guess last headline before we get into the main games of the week and the stories is just today Isaiah Thomas got suspended 2 games for entering the stands for approaching fans who said vulgarities to him.
I mean, like I said, NBA players are human. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure IT from the hood. So when you from the hood, bro, you don't want to hear stuff like that.
And he approached him nicely too.
Feel me? He shouldn't have got suspended. Really, then again, like I guess the NBA rule, because he ain't going there some staticky timing, but he was just saying, "Yo, bro, watch your mouth, bro. I'm still a human, bro," and I feel him. Because
Yeah, he said, "I'm a man before anything. Be a fan." And then the guy said to him, "I'm sorry, I just wanted a Frosty."
feel me? And people are saying, "Oh, bro, he's a millionaire." I mean, I'll back them if I was getting paid millions. Bro, there's only so much you could block out though. Like there's only
Word.
so much. 'Cause I know there's stuff worse being said. Like I know that for a
He said
fact.
F you to him 3 times. Like after like the second time, it's like, you doing too much, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I understand we on opposite teams, bro, but you don't gotta treat me like I'm not a human though. Like you don't sit. That's something you go say to someone. Like if you my man's, I feel me. But if I don't know
Yeah.
you, like let's talk about it. Those fans in the streets is not doing that to a random person they don't know, bro.
Oh, of course not.
Let's talk about it. So if you're not gonna do it to a random person you don't know in the streets, it don't mean it's right to come do it to millionaires on a court. Like I don't make it
Mm-hmm.
right at the end of the day. Like I wouldn't like it either. Like he approached him
Word.
nicely. I would have boxed him probably. So I respect that he approached him very nicely.
I feel like
Right.
IT shouldn't have gotten suspended though. I feel like the NBA. I mean, I understand that
Now the
fans
thing
get
is,
like.
that fan definitely got banned though. He got banned as well. So
Yeah, the
both
fans
got
got
banned.
banned for
I
a
mean,
year each.
I mean, yeah, I knew the fan got banned, but I feel like
Mm-hmm.
IT shouldn't even like. I feel like players shouldn't really receive any backlash unless like they actually physically put their hands on like a somewhere. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah, let's talk about on our
because
chest. Like that's on our chest now.
Yeah, he approached him in like the calmest manner possible. Like he just said to him, "I'm a man. I'm a man first. Be a fan." And like
And
he said,
that's
"Don't do that."
and that
exactly.
ain't right though. Because if you switch positions, bro, you don't want to be a court and people over there doing shit like that to you, bro. Like that's not cool, bro.
I
Like
feel
that's
like the
not
league should. I feel like the league should go over this one because
that suspension should definitely be. Oh, he smacked that off the rim. AD, don't do
Yeah,
that to him.
because like yeah, like you guys were saying, is a human too, and like sometimes you never know. Like these players, they do a lot to like show up and play on the court. Like they deal with like problems too. Like some of
mm-hmm.
them will be playing after like the death in the family, things like
Mm-hmm.
that, and like you wouldn't even know that. You're just here to get like a free
They're just a
frosty.
fan, bro. Like you gotta understand
Like
that
yeah,
they're just a
like just
fan.
relax.
Because some of these players, come on, bro. Like I never knew DeMar DeRozan had any mental issues until he came out and said something about it. And you would
Yeah.
never think. You would never think
Yeah,
like, oh, bro, this millionaire guy has mental issues because like he's rich, but these are still humans, bro. And people they fail to understand that. And I was glad to see, oh, he making millions. Why he care? Nah, bro. It's none of that. It's a human being. It's a human being, bro.
we're
All right. Let's get into the main topic of discussion that's been bothering me this whole week. Rico, I think you know where I'm going with this one. And Kevin, I think you know where I'm going with this one too. The
Go ahead.
'08 Celtics team has to be the most annoying one championship team ever in NBA history. I am tired of all their players always having something to say, especially Kevin Garnett and Kendrick Perkins.
Yo, let's
Those
start with.
two are the most annoying people from that championship team.
Nah, I don't know. Puffy is pretty bad, son.
He is
Puffy.
bad, but I want to get into Kevin Garnett's comments from this week. He's been out, out and about promoting his movie, Uncut Gems. I saw it yesterday. It's actually a good
He
movie.
he not
Go
promoting
check
it
it
very
out,
well
everyone
because I ain't
listening.
hearing that one time. But continue.
Him and Adam Sandler, they've been promoting it. They went on the Bill Simmons podcast, a podcast I listen to frequently, and they were talking about the rivalry between Boston and LeBron James. And he argued that Boston broke LeBron in the 2010 playoffs, forcing him to join up with more talented players. and that the Celtics didn't fear LeBron and they didn't think that he could beat all 5 of us at once. Now, what do you guys think? Before I go back,
I think overall, on his comment, I can see where he's coming from. In a way, you say they broke LeBron down a little bit because right after he took that loss that year. He really did go to the Miami Heat, and he really did form a super team. He basically did what KD did. It's similar to how KD lost to Steph, and but instead, LeBron didn't join the Celtics, but that's why KD's is the person he is. But we're not here to discuss that. But yeah, really, I get what he's saying. But overall, I get you. The OA Celtics are annoying. I feel like KG got the right to speak just because KG really put on. Paul Pierce, he put on too, but I feel like Paul Pierce talks too much and he's just not that good. And then Kendrick Perkins, he just has to stop. He just needs to stop.
Bro,
overall.
it'd be like every member of that team, not every member, because Ray Allen be chilling, and then some of the other bench guys they be chilling, but some of the other guys they don't stop. The way they talk about the 08 Celtics team, those players, you would have thought they won 7 straight championships. And then when you go back and look how many they won once.
I'm not gonna lie, KG not go fess me up because I know KG was nice. Mr. Kendrick Perkins now.
Kendrick Perkins.
Bro, you was on my OKC team. I done seen you get killed by every center in the league back then, bro. Yo, centers walk into our arenas, look at Perkins. Oh yeah. Let's not talk about the Clipper boys. Them Clipper boys is violent in my Thunder boys back in the day. I tell you, it was straight facials for Ibaka and Perkins back then, bro. Those over there alley oops on them, Jay and them, and don't talk about Perkins on the 3-point line trying to defend. He can't defend a 3-year-old outside on the 3-point line, bro. I don't know. He lucky right now. If Perkins was in the NBA right now, he wouldn't be there. Simple as that, bro. He wouldn't be able to keep up. Oh, good move, Murray. He would not be able to keep up, bro. And now Paul Pierce definitely has a lot of remarks I'm not a fan of too, especially when he refers to LeBron. All them Celtics players really hate LeBron. It's crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Instead of what? Instead of respect, they sit there to this day and still hate on him. I'm confused. Bro, you got your ring on him. What more do you want?
Yeah, what more do you want? They had nothing else besides being that they only have that one championship. I feel like maybe they just want the bragging right.
I feel like they have that. That's their one thing to hold on to. So they have to talk about it as much as possible, so they feel so accomplished for it.
Then you gotta understand. At the same time,
they did beat LeBron.
Yeah,
I couldn't say that. They did beat LeBron.
They beat LeBron.
But at the same time, when you look at the squad that Bron had, they had no choice but to beat LeBron. If they didn't beat LeBron at that point, then they sucked.
Nah, LeBron was pretty powerful back then, though. I'm not gonna lie, he was pretty powerful. He was hard to beat back then.
So. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna defend LeBron right now. Let's name the second best player on that Cavs team.
Antoine Jameson.
I hate to be the LeBron defender, but y'all forcing me to be it right now, Kev.
Go ahead.
Antoine Jameson, come on. Against
he was alright. He was an all-star at one point, so I won't say his name.
He was an all-star, I think. One year he was.
He also been a decent stretch. He was a stretch before it was popular to be stretched. So
all right, let me look up the 2010 Cavs.
Now I've took a look at some of LeBron's old teammates. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. He deserves more credit. He definitely needs more credit than he gets.
All right, we had Boobie Gibson. Y'all know Boobie Gibson.
Yeah.
We had Danny Green before he was nice. We had JJ Hickson. We had Zydrunas Ilgauskas. We had
Ilgauskas he's alright.
We got Cedric Jackson. We got Darnell Jackson. We got Antoine Jameson.
Is Jackson 5 or something? Like who that?
We got
Who that?
Kobe. We got Kobe Carl.
That's the wrong Kobe. That's the wrong Kobe. Like who did? Hold on. There's another Kobe in the
Who's
NBA.
Kobe
Nah,
Carl?
nah. Who was
Yeah,
LeBron
like who's
playing with?
Kobe Carl?
Nah, bro.
We got Jamario Moon.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Nah, yeah, he
We
was
got
LeBron.
we got Shaquille O'Neal at age. What
Yeah,
age
he's
was this?
Shaquille.
He was old. They don't say the age here, but he was old.
Nah, he was
He was
like
at,
30 something.
and he was at
Yeah, he's definitely like,
325. Not a healthy
oh,
weight.
yeah, that's when he started to decline because he went to the Celtics.
Yeah, he went to the Celtics right after that year. We got Anthony Parker. We got Leon Poe.
You sure you're not making up names?
I'm so certain they're not. These are real people. We got
Bro, LeBron
Sebastian
played
Telfair.
It's so funny to me how none of those players are still in the NBA no more. Like none of them,
We
except
got
for Danny
Anderson
Green.
Varejao.
Yeah, he
All right,
fucking.
Verja was calm.
Verja was
He was
calm,
alright
even
with
though he was getting
LeBron.
violated back in the day. He was calm.
Yeah,
We
he was
got
alright.
we got Delonte West.
Sheesh.
Oh, LeBron pops. Okay.
I didn't want to bring it up, and I think Stephen A. was alluding to it the other day. He was saying something.
Yeah,
He
nah,
would
he was talking
defend
about
LeBron
LeBron.
to his grave. That LeBron had some issues with his teammates that betrayed him in Cleveland, and I think he was
Definitely.
talking about the Delonte West situation. Because I can't think of anything else that was going on besides that. And last but not least, after Delonte West, we got Mo Williams, All-Star.
He was decent. I'll let him right. He was decent.
Yeah, he was decent, but I mean, the Celtics. Yeah, I mean the Celtics definitely had to beat LeBron.
The Celtics were expected to beat them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like I feel like they should just take the ring.
Just take your ring graciously and just like leave it alone. And they bother
They definitely had Tony Allen off that bench too. They had Sam Cassell off that bench. They had a few good players off that bench. So
yeah,
you compare that to LeBron bench, you're like, yo, bro, come on. On paper, who do you expect to win?
Yeah.
You expect someone named Kobe Carl to guard Sam Cassell? Like, come on, bro. I don't know if he was a center. I don't care what he was. You expect him to guard that? Nah, bro. Mm-mm. I mean, at the end of the day, a ring is a ring. So they can brag about their ring, but like, stop tarnishing LeBron's name, bro. Like, there's no need to tarnish his name anymore, especially when you beat him with what you could call
like
a
when they
super
say they
team.
broke LeBron, when they say they broke LeBron, they made it sound like LeBron was never relevant after they beat him. Like he went on to do his thing. He won his championships. He got what he needed to get done. Like they make it seem like they broke him and then like he became devastated and never did anything after that. Like he's some unknown guy now. Like he's still killing in the league right now. Like
they should even adjust LeBron after winning 3 rings. Like,
and
I have one
like
championship
how
and 3, bro. Come on, bro.
I like how Braun has taken the high road, and I don't know if they asked him about it yet, because I know LA media would probably ask him about it.
Definitely.
But I'm glad that he hasn't. I'm glad that he hasn't even said anything regarding those comments. Like he's taken the high road. He hasn't even like paid attention to those comments because at that point, why even respond to it? Because what was it like 2 years later against KG and them boys? He put up like what was it 45 in their own building to come back against them in that series.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, that '08 Celtics team, like they just need to stop. Like they always got something to say. Like they always talking about like, oh, grittiness and toughness and like, oh, we don't like it how these players are all buddy with each other. We like to go at each other's necks. Like, all right, relax. Like that's not the only way to win in today's NBA anymore. Like you don't gotta hate everybody to win. Like relax, please.
Oh, since we're on that subject, right? Let me talk about this other drug addict, Mr. Scottie Pippen. I don't know if he's a drug addict or not. But he's talking. He sounds like a drug addict.
He definitely was on drugs.
He came out of his mouth to come here and say, "Yo, bro, if I was on the team Harden was, I would average 40 a night." He got 40 in his career before. Let me go see his career high.
Let me look that up.
Let me go see his career high, bro. Because why he talking like that, bro? You played a
Scottie Pippen. Let me see Scottie Pippen.
I feel like Scotty
Career
gotta
high.
understand.
Alongside the best
He
player
never
ever, bro.
even. No wait, no, I
Come
can't
on,
even say he averaged. He was good as a number one option on Chicago. I don't know if he ever. He probably did put up 40.
He definitely had to at some point in his career.
I'm not gonna say he didn't put up 40 because he took over for
bro. His
that
career high is
Chicago Bulls team after
47,
Jordan
bro.
left. So
Mhm.
I feel like he.
If it's not at least 25, bro, what you mean you averaging? Let me see the most he ever averaged. Actually, I gotta see his stats. I never
The
took
most he
time.
ever the most he ever averaged was 22.
22.
The 93-94 season.
You see, it's just like, bro, they just be like,
So why
you
are you
see,
chatting, bro?
people just be getting confused. It's
They
like,
think it they think it's easy because like there's no hand checking and all that, but you got to still adjust to like spacing the floor and like zone defense and all the new defensive schemes. Like it's not gonna be as easy as he thinks it is coming
Bro, this man is a
yeah,
into this
career
era.
16 points per game scorer, bro. What do you mean you're gonna average 40 in Harden's system?
I think he only says that because he feels like he would take over as the main ball dominant guy. Because when you're in D'Antoni's system, once you have the ball in your hands, you really don't have to give it up if you don't want to.
Mm. The
So I
only
think
thing
I think that's the point he's getting at, but he kind of exaggerated it a little too much because
he
he's not a
definitely did.
scorer. Because he's not a scorer.
That's a
But he's
fact.
trying to say
he's
if he had
right.
the ball
The
as much
two
as
man.
Harden,
I mean, I'll give Scottie Pippen his credit for his durability because he definitely played a lot of games.
yeah.
I'm like he played a lot of games, 82 seasons. Like that's rare to see. I play every game 3 years in a row. That's
Yeah.
rare. So I give him credit for that. But like, you're not. I mean, I never played in the NBA, but he's also been he's a decent player. I'll give him that. But he's not no 40 points score.
His career high is 47.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
you're not dropping your
Harden
career
get
high
that
every day.
on a regular night, bro. Like I don't know.
True.
So for him to sit this high, average 40, bro, you're chatting just like Kevin Garnett and the rest. If now someone like Kobe said that, all right, we know Kobe can back it up. T Mac, he can back it up. Benny Roy, he can back it up. But Scotty gotta relax though. Scotty gotta relax. You gotta chill out. All
But
these old heads need to relax in my eyes, bro. Like understand y'all used to
nah,
win, but y'all not in the A no more. Humble yourself.
Nah,
that's what I'm
niggas.
saying. They try to downplay the newer NBA, but like they don't really understand like they're
What it
some
takes.
of like there some of them would like some people will really get fried like and they played in today's NBA. Like if you think about like them having a guard like these like dynamic players like on like KD, James Harden, Steph, like LeBron, like it's just like Giannis. Like bro, Scottie Pippen is not staying in front of Giannis.
Oh, of course not.
Like they
Yo,
just gotta like
I don't
relax.
want to even picture what KD would do to Scottie Pippen. Like, bro,
He's gonna blow by him every play,
bro, I
bro.
understand you was a good defender back in the day, bro, and you can hand check and or whatever, bro. But you're not guarding this new generation. Like, you're not standing in front of Stephen Curry or game. You're not standing in front of Kyrie Irving or game. You're not standing in front of John Wall or game. You're not. Don't say nothing. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. But he's not, bro. So he got to chill out. What's the next headline though?
I want to get into these games that we were this week was actually a pretty good week in the NBA for some games. There was a lot of good games. I couldn't even pick one game for game of the week. I have
Yeah, word. I'm not gonna lie. There's a Rockets Clippers game right after the Bucks and Lakers game. So that was a good game too. So I don't know.
I want to start off with Bucks versus Lakers because we have a problem in the NBA right now. If Giannis keeps hitting threes the way he was hitting them on Thursday night, like I was getting chills kind of watching him just like casually come down the court and pull up from like 28, 30 feet behind the arc and just pulling like it's like he's KD out there.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't getting that much chills until I seen him go a little deeper. I'm like, hold on, bro. That's not your body. He gonna sit there and splash it. I'm like, copy. Even in the late, it was like a few seconds on the clock. He just took it. He's like, all right, bro. I'm gonna just take a three real quick. Boom. I'm
And
like,
the,
wow.
and the thing is, he had airballed a shot like very
Yeah,
early in the
right before that.
game.
Right before that. No, literally right before that three.
Mhm.
Airballed. came down, late shot clock. All right, bro, I'm gonna give him 3 real quick. And I don't
Like
know.
he's shooting with confidence.
Yeah, that's scary. I still do think he need a mid range game though.
Yeah,
I
he
want to.
does.
I think he need a mid range game still, because even though it's not popular no more, because there's little new stuff, the Curry effect from 3, and everyone take threes. It's still something I think everyone need in their game,
Hmm.
because there is times when you need a mid range shot for sure. There's definitely times, especially when you have someone like, especially when you go against a team like the Lakers, and you got AD and Dwight Howard down there. What you mean you go to the paint, bro? What do you
No.
mean?
Yeah.
That little mid range jump shot right there is definitely gonna come in clutch for situations like that. But
But some other points that I got from the Bucks Lakers game, I took down some notes during this game actually. Wes Matthews and George Hill, they're very underrated players for this Bucks team. We had Wes Matthews. He was guarding LeBron for most of the night and gave him a hard time in the beginning of the game actually. And George Hill came up with 21 points off the bench. I know
yeah,
Yeah, Georgia stepped up.
I
it's
know
funny
LeBron
because
is pissed.
my man's just sitting there like, yo, bro, why when people play LeBron, they want to play their best game ever? And I'm like, it's facts though. Feel me? Like, I would like to say, yo, I beat LeBron in the game before, like, so. But to see George Hill go off like that, I was surprised. I'm like, damn,
I'm
I
not
ain't know
even
he's still better than
surprised.
him.
I'm not even surprised because he was baking Kyrie last year in the playoffs, so I'm not even surprised.
Kyrie was never a defender, so
But still, you getting baked by George Hill. George Hill like 34.
he always been a decent player though. But that is right though.
You can't let no 34-year-old start baking you out of nowhere in the playoffs.
I mean, unless it's LeBron James.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, LeBron is
it's
just
George. It's LeBron James. That's George Hill, bro. All right, and then I said also in my notes that the game had like a playoff type atmosphere.
Definitely, you can see that once the game started. Both teams
Like
was
it was
playing hard.
very hype in that building.
As I've seen games that have playoff intensity and then games without it. Like any games the
Mm-hmm.
Pelicans play. The Pelicans have no playoff intensity any games they play, bro. I remember
Bro,
watching that Trailblazers game when Melo first came back. I nearly vomited every play. It looked like a JV game out there.
that's
So
cause no one goes to Pelicans games because Zion's not playing.
I'm never talking about them going to the game. I'm talking about how they played in general, bro. Like they was
Nah, but
playing
like
like
the
6-year-olds, bro.
what attributes to the playoff atmosphere is like the crowd getting hyped after like each play, like with meaning and stuff like that. With the Pelicans game, of course, there's gonna be no playoff atmosphere because there's no fans to hype up the players playing right now.
You're right about that for sure.
And then more on Giannis hitting those threes. Like he was hitting threes. Like I know he usually hits that one dribble pull up three, but like there was a play where he was trying to back down KCP. It wasn't working. So then he dribbled out like three dribbles, dribbled out towards the 3-point line and just launched it. Like that was his natural shot. And he just swished it. And I was shocked at that one. Cause I was like, whoa, if Giannis could like add like hitting like threes off the dribble like KD or like Steph or something like that, like that's really scary for the NBA.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If he do, I'm not gonna lie. He could possibly take that title as the most unguardable player, KD, if that's the case. Because KD doesn't dunk. The thing that
Yeah,
stands out about Giannis,
he doesn't force his way through the paint like Giannis does.
yeah, he doesn't. So I mean, KD's more skilled, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But if Giannis adds that little jump shot from he's starting to take off the dribble shots, at that point it's like, why even play against him anymore? Just give him the ring every year, bro.
I'm weak.
That's he averaged 36, bro, off of just dunking last year. Off of just dunking and layups. So if he's trying to shoot threes now, that's more points, and that's more like trying to figure out how the hell am I gonna stop him.
And I like how after he hit his career high fifth 3-pointer, he placed the crown on his head and he's like, I wear this now.
Yeah, I don't like that. Humble yourself, though, bro. You still
Nah,
got some
I
time.
like that because he plays every game like he wants it. So I know Giannis will back up when he says something like that, and he did that night. So I don't got a problem, especially if you come out with a W.
Now, he definitely came out with a dub because I mean, when people asked who's gonna win, it was a hard one for me. But I did say the Bucks was gonna win for sure because the
The Bucks
chemistry.
are deeper. They're deeper.
And that's what I was saying. Their bench is better, and The bench is better, and that chemistry over there is just crazy. It's just crazy chemistry, and you can see them. You can see the chemistry while they play. Like at one play when Ilyasova came down, they did like deep passes at the wide open dunk from Muzzy Matthews to Ilyasova. You
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's stuff they do in practice, bro.
And you could tell, like, even in the pregame when they doing like the fake wrestling stuff, like you just know they all like each other. Like,
Yeah, because you don't see that happening with the Knicks. They probably start fighting for real.
chill,
They probably
chill,
square for real in the pregame, bro.
chill,
Start boxing up the coach, start beating up fans, like.
chill,
But that's
chill.
that's how it is, bro.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Knicks. Y'all gonna get me in a bad mood, yo.
Well, if you're not gonna talk about the Knicks, you're not gonna talk about John Wall. Simple as
Yo,
that.
yo, John Wall out here just dunking, not worried about his Achilles ripping off at all anymore. Like,
So he can't dunk a piece of something, yo. My boy Kevin dunking piece, like that hating crazy, bro. When
that
he come,
landing did not look okay.
Yeah, that
I want
landing,
to
he came
address.
down and he shuffled his feet like
He
he
Yeah.
shuffled
got
his
hurt.
feet.
Like it hurt. Like yeah, it felt like look, it hurt after.
It hurt, right? Yeah, it hurt, right?
No, I'm serious. Like when he landed and it,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah, I know,
bro,
bro.
I watched the film, bro.
He ain't land
I
the
know
right
it.
way, bro.
I watched the video 4 times because I was so happy to see him back, bro. I
But
was
he
so
not
happy
coming.
to see him back.
He not coming back this year.
All right,
He need to
but
slim down. But
before we
anyway,
could before we continue slandering John Wall, I wanted to take a segment one of these days and talk about how my son was the best point guard in the East for years after D Rose got injured. So we could talk about
we're not
that.
gonna talk about how that year that Isaiah Thomas was better than him. The 5'9" kid was better than him.
I won't say he was better than him, but
Bro, he
okay.
was top 5 in MVP. What was John Wall that year?
John Wall was in the playoffs and doing his thing, bro.
NIT fried him for 53. All right, next.
One
Rockets
game,
versus Clippers.
and one game. But anyways, continue.
All right, let's talk about Rockets versus Clippers. I didn't pay attention to this game that much because I was like half asleep. And then when I finally started paying attention, that's when it was getting good. Because I know it was like a blowout, like towards like halftime, and then towards like the third quarter. But then Houston made a run. And then I remember I remember paying attention to the fourth quarter specifically because first the Rockets were up, and then the Clippers had made a run, and then the Rockets made a run, and then the Clippers made another run, and then Houston made a run to close out the game and win. So that game was just like a back and forth thing, and it had a lot of one takeaway I'll take away from that is I think Rockets should try playing Westbrook on the ball more and have Harden off the ball more, because I feel like that dynamic helps Russell Westbrook get into a rhythm a little bit more.
Well, my dear Russell Westbrook went 13 from 31.
That game,
Yeah, he did. He went 13
he
from
did.
31. Yeah, he
I
did.
could have sworn he was shooting efficient at one point, and then he started to take a lot of bad shots because he was feeling himself. But there was a point where he was like 11 for 20 something, and I saw that it was a good percentage.
Yeah. Maybe I might be wrong, but I could have swore I saw 13 from 31. I'm gonna go check again to make sure I'm not, slandering Westbrook for no reason. But what I see though is that Harden has some discipline to him. Like he knows when he shouldn't have the ball, and that's gonna help that team win. Because usually, what I'm seeing right now, and I'm seeing a little pattern with Harden, when he go against the nice defensive teams, he tends to take less shots, but he's doing it to win. Like you can see, he's literally doing it to win. Because other nights he go against the Suns for issue, bro. Look at the Suns, bro. He had 47 against them, and he took 27 shots. But he go against these nice teams. Let me see. Let me look at the little. So against Toronto, he took 11 shots, bro. 11 shots against Miami.
That's also because Toronto actually had a good defensive game plan where they were actually denying him the ball.
Yeah, I seen that.
I mean, and also
they were denying him the ball, and yeah.
Even look at this. When he played Miami in November, he took 14 shots, bro. Took 14 shots, but he's winning these games. No, he actually lost that game. He lost that game.
Yeah, that game against Miami was a bad game.
He lost.
Bad.
He lost that game. But either way, like he knows when to shoot and like when he needs to score. And I think if that's the case, he could definitely turn around. Hopefully, this playoff series this year because he had different Harden.
Yeah, it was 13 for 31, but there was a point where Westbrook was shooting efficiently in that game, and I was like, Westbrook is having a really good game right now. And I was like,
it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and the results, and he won. So
true.
we're gonna scratch that 31 shots because he won. He had a nice 39 points. He definitely played well against them. I mean, he had Patrick Beverley on him, who got ejected, I think, at one point. And God, I hate Patrick Beverley too. So I ain't even mad at him.
Nah, Patrick Beverley has become more annoying, I feel like, since they became a contender.
I'm scared to see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be scared to see what happens if the Clippers win a chip. I know Patrick Beverley gonna be another Kendrick Perkins, bro.
He's gonna be like, I feel like he's gonna be like how Draymond was those years with the Warriors. Because Draymond, I'll admit, as like a Steph and like Golden State fan, Draymond is like very annoying a lot of the time, and like I feel like that's how Patrick Beverley is gonna be. Because I feel like he don't know how to act on these winning teams. Like he's used to being on like the mediocre-ish teams. He's not used to being on a contender.
That's true. I'm happy for him if they win. I'll be happy, but I don't want to hear it. Like I already know he's gonna be like, yo, you know what? We shut down James Harden. We made this happen. We made KD go to the Nets. So I don't want to hear nothing from him. I know he's gonna be chatting, bro. He's ready to be chatting right now.
All right. We got another good game that we had this week was Miami versus the Sixers. I thought that game was
lost, right?
Sixers did lose that one. Miami played a good game.
I thought 76ers were actually gonna win that game.
So yeah, because the last game they played against them, they blew them out. So I thought
they killed them.
The same result.
That's the NBA for you, bro, and that's what make basketball this year exciting. Cause like, ooh, good shot. You don't expect that. Like, you be all right, but they lost by 20 last game, gonna get killed. They come in there and go pull out a win, bro. You're like, all right, see? And that's how the playoffs usually is, though. That's usually how the playoffs work. Like, one game is win, like one team is winning every game, whatever. Then out of nowhere, he's like, all right, bro, we figured you out. So to see them win that game, I was happy for them. I want to see how far Miami goes because that size that they have over there is not good for them.
Yeah, because Embiid was still, I feel like, no, Embiid wasn't actually getting what he wanted against them because they were playing zone. And somehow the Sixers were not giving Embiid the ball.
Because basically that game, the reason why is because of Ben. You gotta understand that the 76ers is really lacking a consistent shoot, and with Ben Simmons being just not being a threat in the, they can just play zone and double Joel and like all game.
Rico, I think it was you that you retweeted out a tweet that was like making fun of not Joel.
Ben Simmons.
It was Ben Simmons, I think it was. Let me see if I could find that tweet because I thought like this tweet had described. It was like sad to see Ben Simmons turn into Jahlil Okafor crossed with Michael Carter-Williams in the fourth quarter. Sixers fans should be furious about his lack of offensive development. Simmons is still a cowardly shooter, a half-court liability, and a detriment to Philly's playoff odds. And that was after the game they lost to Dallas on Friday.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, he's just like, don't get me wrong, he's a like best player, like he can score that, but like he's really holding like backline so clear, and it's just like the Sixers. If the Sixers want to like be able to contend, like actually contend, and not just win regular season games, they got to get a consistent shooter and not like a spot up shooter. They need like someone like they either Tobias Harris needs to like hit the three ball more consistently.
He's been struggling from there too.
Yeah, he's been struggling this season.
They need someone that can get their own shot.
Yeah, they need someone who can get their own shot. Exactly.
Like Jimmy was able to do last year, but Jimmy dipped. So
yeah,
that's what everyone was concerned about. Philly.
He was their closer too. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was like, "What's gonna happen with Philly?" They got big, but who's gonna close the games out for them?
Yeah.
You're gonna trust Embiid and dump it down to him and trust him to get those buckets late in the game.
My problem with Simmons though is, with all that size you have, it has to be something you could do to put up 20 a night off the rip.
You
And
gotta
he's
at
not
No,
that.
least,
but
you
it's not
always
even
get a good
about.
floater game or something,
Yeah, you gotta be
like
able to
mid
like do
range, something.
something scoring wise besides just like always slashing and cutting to the rim. Like
Also, my next problem is, if you on that court for 30 minutes, bro, and you're the starting point guard, and you were an all-star at one point, ain't no damn reason you should have games taking less than 10 shots a game, bro.
because he's not a shot taker, and that's what everyone's knock against him was. And
Shot
then
taker or not, though.
he had the nerve to say this offseason, like, oh yeah, I'll be willing to take the shot if I'm open. You're open all the time, and you never take it. He only takes threes against bad teams when they're up by like 30. Like
And he
that's
only
the
takes
only
one.
time he'll take it, and it doesn't even mean anything because it's like you're just taking it because it's a practice shot. Basically, it's not gonna have any effect on the outcome
Yeah,
of the game.
and it's not like we're asking. I don't like. I'm not saying Vincent come out when lights out 3. If he can just hit like a mid range jumper from like elbow, like on the wing or something, that would mean a lot. That will space the do something.
Yeah, exactly. Like no one's asking him to be Steph Curry. Like we just want
Yeah,
you to be like an NBA
Bro,
player.
we want you to be
yeah,
KCP, bro. We
Not
want
even
you to go get some.
KCP. Not even
Just go,
KCP. Be Alex Caruso or like something. Come
bro.
on.
Go out there, go to the elbow, and take a jump shot, bro. Like, we don't want to see you go in a little post and do that post hook no more, bro. We don't want to see that. We want to see you dribble, dribble, dribble. Oh yeah, fade away. Oh yeah, pull up. Oh yeah, one
and I,
3 point shot here and there. Like, we don't want to see you. I mean, for your team is working where you're sitting there, you're passing all game. Okay, that's cute.
and it's like,
But
bro, we don't want to see him run like, bro. You know what play I'm talking about. I'm tired of seeing him play where it's like comes down or they fake a pick and roll and he just like runs to the
Oh
lane. Bro, like
my
you
gosh,
can't do
I
that
hate
every
that. I hate
possession.
that play. It's so predictable. That's why I can't wait to see them try to run it against Giannis on Christmas.
Mhm.
Because I want to see what the Bucks are gonna do. Because I know the Bucks are a smart defensive team. So they probably already scheming for that right now.
bro,
And
literally,
once,
Like,
and once the playoff comes, that play is gonna be dead.
the main that's why Ben Simmons comes in the playoff and drops 0 points, bro. That's why
yeah,
he does that,
He
bro.
is
Because
such a non-factor in the playoffs. It's
the
ridiculous.
problem with that, when it comes to pick and roll, bro, all right, pick and roll is the most successful play in the NBA, as everyone
mhm,
knows, right?
mhm.
But when Ben Simmons can't shoot, and we know you're gonna go to the basket, bro.
Yeah,
There's only
it's
Yeah.
like
one
we know
thing
what
we
you're gonna
can
do.
do. There's only one thing we can do. And I mean, at this point, I mean, Embiid could always run to the 3 point line and try to get Simmons in the paint. And
That's what,
even then, he's not even trying to take advantage of that, bro.
and that's why it's become a recent topic of conversation the last 2 or 3 years. It's like, should we break up Embiid and Simmons? Because
They
like
don't fit.
for Embiid, yeah, they don't fit, and for Embiid to succeed, he needs like a point guard that'll be able to shoot. I heard something the other day. It was like someone was saying on a podcast. They were like, imagine Embiid with a point guard like Trey Young.
That would be unfair.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not,
Exactly.
and you gotta understand, like, he's still averaging what? Embiid averaged like 22 points.
Yeah, like
And
22 and like
I can't
12.
be super, like, when I'm thinking about it, I can't be super mad at him because at the same time, like, on defense, you're getting double teamed, but Ben Simmons cannot shoot, bro.
Yeah.
When he's on the court, the team are literally zoning and doing whatever, making it hard for Embiid. So I mean, I guess he has to work harder, of course. At the same time, bro, like, he's what Ben Simmons, who does not want to shoot. Therefore, that means they're just clogging that paint up. The guy's not hitting threes either. Richardson is a mediocre shooter, so it's like, all right, we gotta win games when y'all shoot well, or Embiid goes off for 30 and
Or
et
yeah,
cetera, et
defense plays
cetera.
well.
The
Yeah,
good thing is they have defense on that team.
Yeah, they have a
So
good defensive
that's what's gonna
team.
drag them far, that defense. But offensive wise, I don't know how playoff
But
wise.
I want to see how they play against the Bucks because that's gonna tell us how they're gonna play in the playoffs, basically.
And
Against like
I hope somewhat around that time Ben Simmons pulls out this little jump shot he's been hiding. Maybe he's hiding his jump shot for the playoffs. I hope that's the situation.
I
But
doubt that.
but like I want to see what's gonna happen when they shut him down, bro. Like when you just doing all that driving business and they watch tape.
There's no Jimmy and there's no JJ this year to save him. So
Yeah, there's no Jimmy or JJ to shoot those deep threes for you in a clutch, bro. Or just in general, you have Richardson, but Richardson is only could do so much. He had a few good games, got injured or something, and I was like, all right, bro, who are you, bro? Or what is Richardson doing again? Why Caruso moving like that?
I don't know. The Sixers team has a lot of things to figure out. I mean,
like I can even imagine
trading.
I can imagine Caruso being a better pick, a better player with Embiid at this point. Like,
of course, I mean, any guy that can just like, not even can shoot, willing to shoot.
Exactly. Like, you even gotta make it. Just take the shot,
just
bro.
Take it to show that you're confident enough to like. Oh man,
you're confident enough. Like at least, bro. It's like, come on, like
he is like. As a Philly fan, I don't know how they're not like calling for him to be traded right now because it's frustrating right now. It's like I'm not even a fan of Philadelphia. I'm a fan of like just basketball, and I want to see Embiid in the right situation, like with a player that actually is compatible with him.
It's because like Philly, they think Ben Simmons is gonna take them. They just don't see it.
They think he's gonna be like. They think he's gonna be like LeBron or like the next Magic Johnson. Like, y'all gotta hold off on that fantasy and just focus on the reality that's at hand right now. Cause,
like for real, like he's looking like like he looking like a Lamar Odom. If you're being real, at least Lamar Odom shot the ball though.
Facts.
Yeah, Lamar Odom took jump shots, so I will compare him. Like for you to be 6'10", I mean, I'm happy. Like I'm actually happy that he's actually trying to work on getting a jump shot. Before, I felt as if every other off season he was just taking layups or something like.
Practice alley
lines. Everyone else shooting, doing free throws. He was doing layup lines. Like that's how I feel as if he was doing, bro. That man really refused to shoot since college, though, bro. Like,
yeah.
You telling me even in high school you wasn't pulling from three? Like you just dunking? I mean, I'm happy it's got you to the NBA. But now you gotta understand this league is changing, bro. Like if you can't shoot,
and that's why there's such a stark difference between him and Giannis, because we see how Giannis has developed. Like Giannis is not content with just being like the guy who's like slashing and dunking all the time and playmaking, like how Simmons is content with being right now. We see Giannis is like actually taking those threes. He's like developing the jump shot, taking threes off the dribble, shooting confidently. Like he said himself, he doesn't care if he makes them or not. He just wants to get out there and shoot them because he knows that's what his team wants him to do. And I feel like that message probably hasn't been relayed to Ben Simmons. That's why he's probably not taking those shots. I feel like Philly's probably like, Ben, take your time, do it when you feel it's right. Like, I don't know.
Mr. Hopefully they get it to you. Guess it takes to. That'll be the best thing ever.
All right, let's get into the next game from this week. This game was actually on Monday. This was the game Bucks versus Mavs, where the Mavs broke the Bucks winning streak at 18.
Okay, so let me apologize to Mr. Porzingis.
Luka.
Let me apologize to the Mavs and Mr. Porzingis because I sat here and said lose, and he got to win. You got to win.
And he also won on Friday too against the Sixers.
Oh wow! So my fault. So now, seeing this, does this mean Porzingis is going to play well with Luka coming back, or
I don't know.
I think the reason why,
because they beat two good teams, bro. Like they beat two great teams, really, in the East. This goes to show how weak the East is sometimes. At the same time, because like you wouldn't have expect that from that Mavs roster in general, but I respect that they got the wins at the end of the day, and I know those were pretty hard wins to get. So shout out to the Mavs and Porzingis.
But then again, today they blew a 30-point lead
to
to
Raptors,
a
right?
Raptors team without Siakam, without Gasol, without Powell, and they let Kyle Lowry have a field day in the fourth quarter.
Oh, I saw that because Kyle Lowry had 37 fantasy points. I don't know.
He had 20 fourth quarter points.
Jeez.
Mm, 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 mm.
And
They
and
beat
Por-
two good teams.
and
So
with Porzingis, he'll have a good game, but when it's crunch time, that man folds. He folds.
why is JaVale McGee taking threes now? What? No.
I just saw that. I'm watching the game too.
My fault, podcast. I just can't believe what's going on in the NBA. You're telling me JaVale McGee is out here taking threes and Ben Simmons not, bro? All right.
Well, they losing. It's a blowout, so he might as well practice them shots now. But back to the Mavericks with Porzingis. Everybody's been hyping up his games these last couple weeks, but no one's paying attention to him in the fourth quarter, and he's only playing this well because he's the number one option. When Doncic is out there, Doncic is the number one option. So it's like it's a question of, can Porzingis be the second option and play it well? Because if not, then
yeah, they won't really.
The whole partnership is gonna be weird.
I think if Porzingis and Luka to work, Porzingis is gonna have to do more than just be a pick and pop shooter. He's just gonna have to go down there, grab a board, go up, play in the post more. He gotta move there. He's a lot more stagnant. He just watches Luka get his shots up, and he settles for outside shots and pick and pops and things like that. But
now,
I feel yeah, if he get his shot going, I mean maybe, but yeah, really.
The thing is, Porzingis got to realize the situation he's in, right? You got to realize, bro, you're 7'3". That's a rare height in general. You're 7'3". That's a rare height. You're lengthy, and in the post, you should be a monster. So
that's the part where he struggles from the most.
So yeah, that's my problem. Like, you want to do post fades, where your post dunks at, where you do like a training with Shaq or something. Like, you need some Olajuwon training. Like Dirk could only do so much. Teach you that fadeaway. Feel me? But like, to sit there and be 30% in the post at 7'3", whatever. I don't care how much you weigh. You could weigh 2 pounds, bro. You're 7'3", bro. And you're not scoring in the fourth. I'm not mad at you for the not scoring in the fourth quarter, because not everybody could be clutch. But that 30% from the post is just disgusting.
His post game is weak,
and that's just disgusting to me. Just because you're 7'3", and I know I sound like one of those ignorant fans, whatever. But let's be realistic, bro. We've seen the skill set he has. Him going in the post should not be difficult.
Yeah, they have to settle for the jump shot.
Like, if he throw up a post hook, and
he settles a lot.
He gotta
he's not patient with the offense. Like, if he wants to take the three,
he takes the three. Yeah,
he takes it. He won't wait for a better shot, and there will be a better shot that's available, but he won't wait for it.
I don't know. This. I mean, they won some good games this week, if that matters. But he gotta fix his game to fit him and Luka when he comes back. And
that's what I'm saying. Because with his success right now, it's because he's the number one option right now. But when Luka is there, how are he and Luka gonna coexist together? Because when Luka's been playing with him, the team plays better when he's off the court and Luka is on the court. Like, the plus minus is like a huge difference when he's off the court when Luka's playing. And I feel like that, like, if he can't adjust to playing with Luka over the course of the season and like potentially the playoffs, then I don't know if having that max contract was worth it. They paying this man $160 million to not be able to coexist with his co-star.
He gotta pick it up. At no point in any 73 man's career should a coach think, "Hey, let's put a 6 foot guard on you, bro, and see how you do." That's past disrespectful, and that's like a big, I can't say those words, but that's like a big,
I think they
yeah,
had
bro.
Patrick. I think they had Patrick McCaw on him for some of today.
Man, that's just shameful. That's shameful, bro. Ain't nobody under 7 feet, ain't nobody under 6'10" should be guarding you, bro, and doing a good job. But you won some good games, Porzingis. So
No, yeah, they had some good games. I'll give him that. I'll give him his
you
credit.
beat an 18 win streak. Feel me? So
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a lot of credit because that
they
Buck team is
almost.
definitely hard to
The
beat.
thing is, they almost blew that game because the Bucks came back in like the last minute or so because of Giannis, and then they had Giannis missed a free throw, and then Sterling Brown had got the rebound instead of kicking it out for a three to tie it. He went right back up on Porzingis and them. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like the Bucks almost got that game back from the Mavericks, which would have been crazy because then we would have been having a totally different discussion. I think Giannis had 48 points that game too. So,
Jeez.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a tough one. That's a tough one. Yo, why is JaVale McGee blocking everything right now, bro? Like he playing like some demon. But
last
anyway,
game to talk about is Celtics versus Mavericks. I forgot what day that game was. I think it was on Wednesday, and that was also a good game. Kemba was going off. And we had Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both playing well that game too, I believe.
The whole the trio went off.
And they were missing Marcus Smart and Gordon Hayward for that game. And it was on the road in Dallas, and Boston came out with the win.
I didn't watch that game. I think I had work around that time, so I'm not too sure what happened in that game. Who won that game?
Celtics.
By how much?
It was not a close. No, it was a close game. It just let me see. Let me go back to this one. Yeah, they won 109 to 103. Let me go to the box score real quick. We had Jason Tatum with 24 points, 8 rebounds. We had Jaylen Brown with 26 points, 9 rebounds, and we had Kemba with 32 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Yeah. And we had Jason Tatum today dropping 39 and 12.
My boy still didn't crack that 40 mark, but it's alright. He don't crack it this season. Points. The Celtics though, if we talk about them, I'm happy with that team, how they playing. I'm happy with how they playing. Hopefully they get Marcus Smart back
really well without a one Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and I really want them to get that Steven Adams as well, just to see how that's going to change that dynamic of that team. Especially they need to move Kanter because I heard he's being useless over there.
He's not really useless. It's a matter of him not playing defense.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Understandable. So at that point, drop him and let Taco play or something. Taco definitely come in the game and get blocks and etc. Even if it's garbage time, Taco try to do something. So
here it is. Hawks interested in OKC Steven Adams. So Steven Adams, yeah. The Hawks are interested in him. I haven't heard anything about the Celtics. I feel like the Celtics, since they're rolling, they're not really interested in probably moving anybody right away. And they're probably gonna wait to see like who's on the buyout market too. See if anybody gets bought out.
I want to see Jamal Crawford on the team as well. They treated him like Melo out of nowhere. And my boy can't score no more.
Yeah, that's tough.
The Jamal Crawford could definitely fit on a roster in the NBA. I know he still got a jump shot. He could definitely go fit on not any roster, but a lot of these rosters could use a scorer off that bench. Even the Hawks could use him at that.
I feel like maybe a team close to like the buyout like not the buyout after like the trade deadline, if like a team doesn't get a player that they want, they may go after Jamal Crawford.
He does deserve it though. He's always been a good player in the A. Hopefully he gets some time back in the A, get some minutes in, get some burn,
Wait, I mentioned the Pelicans being gonna make Lonzo available at the deadline,
Yeah, you did. And we didn't speak
possibly.
on it. Now speaking on Lonzo, it's safe to say he's a bust. It's safe to say he is a bust. It hurts me to say because I actually like Lonzo, him
Yeah,
as
he
a
is.
player and him as a
Yeah, he
person.
he is a bust.
But the reasons for him being a bust, I don't.
I think
He's getting confidence back, but he's just not shooting well. So what
I feel like
more
he's
is
gonna
there?
bounce back. I feel
You
like he's
you
gonna bounce back.
I believe it too. I just need. He's taking shots, which is a good thing. He's taking shots now. Before the
I
problem
feel
was he wasn't
I
taking
feel like
shots.
I feel like this is just who he is.
It's
Like
the injuries, yeah.
I feel like he's just gonna be like this 10 point, maybe like 8 assists, 6 rebound type of guy.
And I
Not
expect.
shooting that well.
So wait, we're wrong. I mean, we're not wrong for expecting better.
He was number 2 drafted overall, and his father was claiming him to be like. I mean, your father's supposed to do that, so I'm not even gonna blame him for that.
mhm.
But
I
like,
mean,
he still had a lot of hype from the media in general. But
for sure, he did.
but after that De'Aaron Fox game, I was convinced that De'Aaron Fox was a better point guard than him, and I am still right to this day. I think we all are right to this day
Yeah.
that Fox was a better pick. Because after that NCAA tournament game, I was like,
He's
Fox
downhill
came
for
out and
Lonzo.
like outshined him on like the biggest stage to that date.
Where
And
he had 40 on him.
he fried him. He had 40, got the win, and Lonzo was just out there looking like he didn't know what to do.
Well,
Uh, I don't know where they're gonna trade him. What team is gonna want him? If I think about backup point guards, seems like I use backup point guards. Um, I don't know.
Yo, I saw this dumb trade the other day on Facebook, and I saw people agreeing with it. I was like, what? They were like Lonzo to the Knicks for Kevin Knox and a first round pick. I was like, what? So you want the Knicks to have the 3 worst point guards from that same draft class? That's what you telling me? They already got Frank and they got Dennis Smith. And you want them to add Lonzo so they can have the 3 worst point guards in that draft class? And on top of that, you giving the Pelicans another first round pick and Kevin Knox? What? People had the nerve to
uh,
say, yes, do it now. Like, y'all want the Knicks to suck forever. Like, that's not helping
now
the Knicks get better anytime
let's
soon.
not sit here and disrespect Dennis Smith Jr. He's not a bad player,
Bro,
bro.
bro, Dennis Smith sucks right now. He stinks.
That's
He looks
only
like the
right
worst.
now.
He looks like the worst point guard in that draft class next to Frank Ntilikina and Lonzo Ball. And you want all 3 of them to be on the same team?
Maybe they might unite,
Alfred
and
Payton
they could be.
with Alfred Payton?
Maybe they can unite, and something could happen. They have a worst player competition, and that could end like make one
Nah,
of them
nah,
feel
nah.
better. I don't know.
The Knicks been through too much. They don't need to go through any more of that anymore.
The Knicks gotta change their front office.
Yeah, Mills gotta go, and it ain't gonna be helping anything trading for Lonzo Ball and giving up a first round pick.
No,
Lonzo,
Trade Lonzo to I don't even know. I don't know what team needs a young
I
point
don't.
guard.
That's the thing. I don't know
Give
what
him to
team.
Orlando. Help him compete with Markel Fultz or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they could
Just
work in a jump shot together or something like. I don't know. They need something like send them to the Hawks so they could lose some more games. I don't send them somewhere. Send them somewhere.
I don't even know. Like Pelicans is the perfect team for him because it's like.
yeah, he just gotta develop. I mean, I feel like,
But if the Pelicans are gonna give up on him like that after half a season, then
yeah,
like,
it's definitely
what
something.
hope is there for Lonzo? Like, I'm
Right.
sorry.
It's because he's not staying healthy, and I feel like that's why. I feel like that's why his jump shot is taking so much longer to progress because he's not playing enough games in order for it to progress.
Yeah.
I feel like he plays like 1 or 2 games, and then all of a sudden he got like a shoulder injury or something like that. It's just like, bro, like getting injuries happen, but like he really can't stay healthy.
Yeah, his body frail. I
I
don't know what's
think
up
his
with that.
injuries is why he's been playing so bad though, for sure. Because he
That's what I'm
definitely
saying. Yeah,
he missed a lot of development time in the summer. That trust me, that little off season summer workout means a lot to players, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So to miss 2 of them in a row after just coming into the
Yeah.
NBA is like, all right, bro. Now you got to catch up.
That's really
So
tough for him. If the
I mean,
Pelicans
I
want to
pray
give
for
up on him
Lonzo's
like
return.
that,
I pray that he comes back on time. And like I really want to see Lonzo do well. Like that's one player in the A I want to see do well. Maybe because his father talked him up about it and etc. But I really want to see him do well as a player.
and he just had a lot of hype coming out of high school going to UCLA too because he was on all those mixtapes everywhere.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And
even
that
in
Chino Hills team was a
UCLA,
problem.
he played like pretty well up until the tournament when De'Aaron Fox exposed him.
Fried
But
him, yeah.
other than that, he had a pretty good like. No one saw this coming.
I think
I
yeah,
kind
Fox fried
I
him.
kind of saw it coming because I was like, this is what happens to players that get hyped up. They always end up disappointing.
Not
That's how,
always, because it's a player name.
a lot of times when
All
they
right,
do though.
because there's a player named LeBron James that was hyped
I
up,
yeah, but
and
like
that man came in on time.
a lot of times when these guys get hyped up, like I remember when Ben McLemore was being called the next Ray Allen. Like I was like,
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know,
definitely. And they
I
called
don't
Booker the next
know.
Clay. He better than
Well,
Clay.
chill, but
Yes.
chill. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. Lonzo, I hope you get right. I don't know what team you're gonna get right on, but I don't know. Maybe you could go to Washington, take John Wall's spot.
Yo, watch your mouth.
Facts. Bro, John Wall might not suit up again. I'm sorry to say it.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
bro.
y'all just might need Lonzo.
Okay. And the
Y'all
and, and the
just,
Warriors need me.
I
I
mean,
If
mean,
I'm the
yeah.
Warriors.
The Warriors suck right now.
the
Yeah, send
Warriors.
Lonzo. So send Lonzo to the Warriors to take over Steph Curry's spot for the rest of the season. Simple. Let him take all the shots Curry's supposed to get, and we gonna see some.
Bro, I feel like if Lonzo would come out and just play like a solid amount of games and really get his shots up, I feel like, and then, like especially when Zion comes back, I feel like he's gonna have a consistent option to throw the ball to, because he can pass the ball really well, and he's still getting you like 10 points just off of layups and like mid ranges, things like that, and maybe a three here and there. But like I feel like once he like gets his confidence back, he might. I feel like because Lonzo is like one of those players where like he needs like the confidence, like those players that only play good when like everything is rolling for them. If things aren't rolling for Lonzo, it's not gonna work for him. But like I feel like once he gets comfortable, like probably in like a couple of years, hopefully if he's still in the league, you never know. I'm not saying
Nah, he's
I'm
gonna
not
be in the
saying
league
that.
because he does a lot of
No,
stuff other than score. The scoring is the only thing we're talking about right now. Because we can't sit
yeah,
here and say he's not doing a good job defending or a good job
yeah, he
passing
is.
Nah,
I'm
or
saying he plays defense. Yeah,
his
he does.
defensive rating is actually really bad this year.
Yeah, because he's been injured. It's really the
Yeah.
injuries. He just got to fix the injuries, and
I don't know. A team like
he
Minnesota
gets
needs a point guard. They're interested in Dennis Smith. Maybe they might take a flyer on Lonzo.
I wouldn't. That wouldn't be bad actually. Maybe he might play better with Cat for good power forward. Because so far he's played with Drew Holiday, LeBron James. Now playing with LeBron and being a playmaker, that ain't. I mean,
Yeah, that's if
it
you're
don't
not a
work
point
out.
guard, if you're not a point guard that can't create your own shot and you playing with Braun,
When
then it's not
LeBron
gonna
it's
work.
gonna work out. And
yeah.
then now he's playing along Drew Holiday and Brandon Ingram. So now he's not playing with the best talent, but he's trying to do his thing. I like to see him taking shots. But maybe if you put him on a team with Cat and the rest of them, maybe for all you know, he might shine. Especially with a point guard struggling to find a starting PG with Jeff Teague on the bench and et cetera, et cetera.
Maybe even a team like Detroit too.
They got D Rose already though, and they got
Detroit needs
Reggie.
a point
Still got
guard.
Reggie. They still have Reggie Jackson missing, bro. Forget that.
Reggie Jackson's iffy.
He don't come back when Bobby Schroeder come out at this point. I ain't seen him playing forever, bro.
And
Yeah, I haven't seen him
he
playing
got
forever
hurt.
either.
He got hurt a couple weeks ago, I believe.
Yeah, he been out for a while though. Like, I haven't seen his name nowhere.
Because
Like,
it's like D Rose gets most of the shine at the point guard spot in Detroit nowadays.
let me see. Is he even like? I haven't even seen his name in the fantasy roster. Is he even in the
Reggie,
NBA anymore? Yeah.
he is. He's just been injured these last like month, I think, or so.
Let me go check up on him.
Mhm.
Though. He was definitely a good player for OKC back in the day. Shout out to him. I used to like Reggie Jackson. He had a good season last season too.
Another
He has a
team that
back problem though. They said he'd be reevaluated in 2 weeks, and they're saying he'd be likely to come back mid late to December. Well, we're here now, so yeah.
yeah, it's probably not. Another team, Lonzo, maybe Phoenix, but I don't know. They're
Oh
doing
yeah,
pretty
I
good
can
with
see
Ricky
that.
Rubio. But they're doing
And
pretty good with Ricky Rubio right now. So
but then he'll be like a Ricky Rubio off the bench. So that could definitely work.
probably.
That could
I
definitely
don't
work.
know. But Ricky Suns are more interested in Kevin Love right now. So
That Cavs team, they need to rebuild ASAP. I see them trying to rebuild, so I'm happy to see that for sure. Kevin
Darius
Love,
Garland was a bad pick though.
you think so? I I I,
I,
I
th-
say
Darius
I'm not gonna
Garland?
say that. I'm not gonna say that. I
I,
say we give him some more time.
I I think he might.
It's
I
like
mean, I don't know.
why you drafting two small guards back to back years
That's what
and
I'm
playing
saying. You got Colin
together?
Sexton, yeah.
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to find another Kyrie Irving, bro. That's probably that's what
But
You're
why
that's
never
probably
gonna
what they're
why
doing.
find that.
but why play them together?
That's also another question because the defense over there is just bad because they're short guards
They're
and
like
all these
two
Yeah.
guards are getting taller.
6'1" guards
Nah, I'm
playing
not
the
gonna
one and the
say
two. And
yeah.
a lot of two guards these years are like 6'5" and up. Like that's already a
Yeah,
4 inch,
and
4 inch plus
different.
difference.
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna sit here and call Colin Sexton a bad defender or anything, but he's literally just small because he plays
Yeah,
defense. If you watch him play, Colin Sexton always
like he's
tries.
trying, but
He's
like
trying,
when
but
you're
it's
small,
hard,
you can
bro.
only try so hard.
Like if you saw him against I said Garden against Harden, you literally saw him like contesting these shots, bro. He just short. So it's like, all right, bro. At this point, I just can't guard you because my size and you're stronger than me. He's not the strongest player. But I mean, I'm happy to see him in the A doing well though, because he was one of my, favorite high school players back in the day. He was definitely killing high school and etc. So seeing him do good in the A, I'm happy for them. The Cavs though, they gotta trade Kevin Love. I feel as if it's time for Tristan to go too.
They got to trade Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson,
Cause
Jordan
I don't. I feel as if
Clarkson,
that culture gotta
and
change with Tristan, because Tristan
the
plays
veteran.
around. He's like another. He's like another white side over there to me, bro.
Not even that. They just don't bangs with that coach at all. Like the other day, he had an argument with the coach on the bench. Like they just don't like him because he tries the coach. He was the coach at Michigan, at Michigan's college, and he tries to run the Cavs he tries to run the Cavs team like a college team, and the older guys they don't want that because like they're veterans and they've been to the finals, and they don't want this team run like a college team. So they have
Mm.
an issue with the way the coach runs the team. So
They got an issue with the coach. Get rid of him, bro. Like, I mean, it
not
won't
even
hurt you. You're
nah
already like 4 and 20 something,
nah
bro.
they're
You
not
might
gonna
as
get rid of
well.
this coach. They just hired this coach. They give him a big deal and all that. They're not gonna fire him. It's the veterans. They're gonna have to leave because once you got the veterans in there souring things, then the young guys are gonna follow, and it's just gonna
Off
be a
the
whole big
off the
mess.
rep, they're gonna follow, bro. Unless they get in minutes and they're like, all right, bro, you give me minutes, so I'm losing. So when you losing, that's how it is.
Oh,
But the Cavs definitely need to be. I don't know. They haven't been relevant. The Cavs have only been relevant with LeBron, and ever since his like departure, it's like they're just another G League team. And it's been years since he's left. Like it's literally been years since he's left. So let's hope. And I'm not their draft picks have always been iffy, especially when they took Anthony Bennett that year. Because I don't know. That's probably the worst draft class in NBA history. Possibly. I don't know. The
oh,
only players from that draft I can recall right now is Victor Oladipo, who came in at 3, and somebody I forgot who the other person was. God, that draft class if the Cavs need some work. Hopefully Kevin Love goes to like the even to OKC. I would like to see Kevin Love on OKC. We could trade Gallinari over there or something for Kevin Love. And with that trade, OKC we're not getting a superstar, but we'll
You
get
said trade
a
Gallinari for Kevin Love?
yeah.
Nah, they wouldn't do that because Gallinari's gonna want to be traded to a contender.
It's not always about what the player wants to. We know this is a business,
True,
bro.
but
It's business.
true, but when a lot of these guys, when they talk to management usually when they talk to management, they usually try to find a compromise depending on like the contract situation and stuff like that. And if like the player's been good to them when they've been good to the player, then they usually come with a compromise to get traded to a team that benefits both of them. Because you want to get traded to a contender. You want to get traded to a contender because the contender is going to be able to give up more of those assets that you want because the contender has no use for them. Like a contender will be willing to give up draft picks and a young player more than another team with young players and draft picks that wants to rebuild as well.
Wow.
Let's hope. Whatever. I'm ready for trades to happen. I want to see some changes. I want to see some people injuries. Zion, I want to see Zion play. Y'all saying y'all don't want to see him. I don't know why. I want to see him play regardless of what situation y'all talking about. He's still the first. So I want to see what he made of. I mean,
I don't think he's gonna play.
Anything?
What happened?
Yeah, I haven't said what you said. My connection is messing up right now. But yeah. Otherwise, let's just hope for the best for the NBA at this point.
All right, before we end, to our listeners out there, we got another episode probably coming out after Christmas Day to break down the Christmas Day games. And I might do some solo podcasts throughout the week, maybe, depending on which games pique my interest that I want to talk about, or I might have someone else join me. But other than that, I think that's it for today's episode.
All right.